Welcome. My name is Karen. I am the founder of Karen Newton International, where we teach you about building wealth, income, and lifestyle. Now, I've been talking to you a little bit about how to build an online business, and I specialize in teaching people how to build online businesses, investing their profits into property, shares, and bullion. But my niche area is that it's starting at absolute zero. So you don't need any money to get started. And in my previous videos that I've been releasing here, I spoke about the importance of starting an online business and how to build an online business. I also talked about identifying your niche, and I will put a link below if you want to go back and watch some of those videos. I also will put a link below to the website, theonlineentrepreneur.co.uk. The reason for that is that website is also all about how you build an online business, become an online entrepreneur. And today, what I want to talk to you about is what is an online business? And it doesn't matter whether the business is online or a physical business where you have a shop in the high street, or you work from a warehouse, or whatever you have decided your niche is to be. An online entrepreneur solves problems. That is it. You are there to solve a problem. If you want to generate a sale, there are just a couple of reasons why someone will buy your product or your service. And the number one is that it solves a problem that they have. So you're watching my video about being an online entrepreneur, probably because you want to know how to make money online. Okay. My clients come to me because I specialize in taking them from zero to millionaire. Right? And by doing that, their problem is they have no money to start investing. And what I'm doing is I'm teaching them how to start at absolute zero and then build through accumulating assets, building everything so that they get to become a millionaire. So my speciality is zero. So when I'm solving that problem for my clients that they have no money, and what do they do to get started? My husband is manufacturing, and he welds. He is an engineer. He can put things together for people, and he specializes in working with builders who require one-off items. They can't go somewhere and get someone who mass produces to make this for them. So he solves a problem for a builder who needs a one-off item generated. And that could be that they've been to a customer and they require a one-off thing. Okay, so for example, what my husband's working on at the moment as I'm recording this is a gate, an automated gate, which is a huge, it's 6 feet wide, this gate. It stands about 4 or 5 feet high, and the gate will run. It's on a roller, it's automated, it'll open and shut automatically. Now he is solving a problem for the builder who was contracted to do the work for the customer, because the builder needed a one-off item created. So when you are looking at your online business, what is the problem that you are solving for a customer? When you can identify what the problem is, you can then talk about the benefits of your product, your service. And when you start promoting all the benefits and you're linking that back to a product or service that you have, then you will attract the right audience to your website, an audience who already want the information and are interested in the product that or service that you have for sale. So when we talk about being an online entrepreneur, all we are actually doing is identifying a problem in an area that we are specializing in so that we can solve a problem for the customer. Now, how this benefits us online is that there is a much bigger, wider audience that we can get in front of. We have a population of over 8 billion, and it is estimated that around 6 billion of those people are already online. Now, if you can't make enough sales within a 6 billion audience, then it's time to start looking at just the nuts and bolts and tweaking things. But anybody can go online, and providing they are working within this niche that we talked about, and we don't want a big niche. If you remember in previous videos, I talked about the example of golf. We don't want a huge golf as our niche. We want to narrow that right down. And then once you get that little narrow thing, narrow information that you're going to be working on, then you are actually able to attract the right audience to you. So you're in the business of solving a problem for a customer. And the way you let the customer know that you are solving that problem is to talk about all the benefits. And those benefits are hitting pain points for customers. So when I talk about what I do, I am hitting the pain point that people don't have any money. Right? They don't think they can do this because they don't have any money. They don't think they can do this because they don't have the knowledge to do this. They don't think they can do it because they don't have the skill to do it. And so I address those issues. So I teach people how to start from nothing. I teach them very simple strategies to get started, like building an online business where they don't have to put any money up to start that business. As they start making money, they're reluctant to go and invest because they don't have the skill or the knowledge. So I start joint ventures, which is a way of bringing the person in, and then they're able to go on and grow from there if they want to go out on their own, or they can stay within the joint ventures. Okay, so every step of the way, I am identifying what is a problem that the customer has and how can I solve that problem for them. So when you start thinking about how are you going to build a business online, you want that niche, and you want a small niche that you can be the specialist in that niche, that you can then turn around and solve problems for your customers. You can talk about the benefits then of using your product or service. And the key thing here to remember is that it's those benefits that talk to the customer. So when you're talking about the benefit, you're talking to them in a way that they understand rather than talking from a jargon point of view. Because once you identify that pain point, once you know that, hey, I can help you with this is how I'm going to help you, then that person feels as though you are talking directly to them. That then helps them to be more engaged with what you are doing. So being this online entrepreneur is all about solving a problem for a customer, a potential customer, in a very specific area. So if you were doing some of the exercises of the previous videos that I've recorded, just sit down now and look at what you created in the past, the niche that you want to work on, and now start thinking about how can you solve a problem for a customer in that niche. You don't have to have the product. You don't need to be able to solve everything for the customer, because you can become an affiliate marketer, and that means you can sell someone else's product, or you can create a product and create your own product to sell. And these are things that we're going to cover in later courses, later videos. But for now, just think, you've identified a niche that you want to work in. You've identified what the problem is, or it could be multiple problems that a potential customer has, and you are identifying what are the benefits of a product or service that you can offer to solve that problem for the customer. Now, I'll be back in later videos to help you build